Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, we have another mock draft coming at you. This is an exciting one. How to break out the notebook for this one. We have 4 trades, 6 QBs taken in the first round. With that being said, let's get right into it. We have the Chicago Bears trading the first overall pick to the Indianapolis Colts for their first, their second, next year's second, third, and fourth. I know it's a big one, but it's going to go through because that is what they are going to have to give up for Bryce Young, their future QB. If you've seen other mock drafts, my mock drafts, read, you know why Bryce Young is going number one. Next pick, Houston's okay with it because they are fine getting CJ Stroud. His only weakness is a little bit under pressure, which, let's be honest, most of these college QBs have that weakness. Up next, we have Arizona. The Hall of Famer J.J. Watt just played his last game there. They are going to replace him with Jalen Carter. I'm going to try to keep this one going. I don't want to get too deep into detail on these players. Jalen Carter, a man of all skill sets. Very good, fun to watch. Check him out. Chicago moves back to number 4 because they are fine getting Will Anderson at 4. Their franchise edge replaces Khalil Mack leaving. Lets them restart that defense. Really gives them an edge there. We got Seattle. Guess what? Seattle's in a great trade spot here. We're going to have Seattle give up the 5th pick to the Carolina Panthers for their first, their second, which is the 60th pick, and the third, which is the 92nd. I think they may have to give up a little bit more than that, but to be honest, they're not moving too much here. So, Seattle and Carolina come to a trade, and in that trade, the Carolina Panthers will select Will Levis. Will Levis has got it all. Great arm in a pro-ready offense. Carolina's a great place. They got some draft picks. I know they just had to get rid of some, but they're a young team. Bright future. We got Detroit sitting here at number 6. Brian Brees. Good pass rusher. Collapses the pocket. Big boy. Him and Aiden Hutchinson together is going to be scary. We got Vegas here. We know Vegas needs a QB. The news that came out, Derek Carr officially is done. He said his goodbyes. He cried on the podium. It's time to move on. Anthony Richardson. Yeah, he is a project. But guess what? He's got the arm. He's got the athleticism. Let's teach him. Let's see what he can do in Vegas. You got Atlanta. Miles Murphy is your future as well in the edge position. Guy's an animal. We're not going to go into it. I went into it so many times with him in the mock draft. I personally think he has the opportunity to be better than Will Anderson. Finally, Seattle drafts at pick 9. Same thing. Edges are flying off the board. Tyree Wilson, he's a beast. He's a great pass rusher. Let's get him in Seattle, see what he can do. Those corners there are already filthy. They dominated their draft picks last year. Let's see if they can hit it again. We got Philly. Guess what, Philly fans? You're trading your pick. Philadelphia Eagles are trading the 10th overall pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a haul. First round 19th pick, second round 50th pick, and you're giving up both 5th round picks. You know why? Tom Brady will not be there next year. Okay? So, in that case, you are drafting Tanner McKee, QB out of Stanford. Guy is 6'6", great footwork, actually has surprising speed if you watch him. He has great arm talent. The only weakness, struggles under pressure, and he needs to develop a touch pass. Other than that, Tampa, got to trade up, got to replace TB12. He's not going to be there next year. Who knows where he's going to be? I'm going to draft as if he retires. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. He could be in Vegas. I doubt he's in the Jets. Who knows? Tom Brady goes where Tom Brady wants. That's the end of the story. Tennessee. Tennessee's going to replace A.J. Brown. How? Quentin Johnston. Not as big strength-wise. He's tall, speedy, got that yards after catch ability. I mean, he's one of the reasons TCU went to the Natty. Don't know how they performed well. Biggest blowout in history in the Natty. So, but Tennessee, you got yourself a wide receiver. Good for you. On to Houston. All right, we got C.J. Stroud. What are we going to do here? You got to keep him upright. All right? Got to keep Stroud upright. And we're going to do that by Paris Johnson Jr. He's massive. Good run blocking. Good pass blocking. Barely lit up any pressures. Okay? C.J. Stroud might as well get his tackle. Great match. Match made in heaven. Sticking with the tackles here, New York Jets. Peter Skoronski, in my eyes, best pass blocking lineman in the draft. Mekhi Becton, we have no idea what you're doing. We'll deal with him later on. Hint, hint. Alright? We got the New England Patriots. They need some help. We're going to get them Jordan Addison, Chris route runner. Mac Jones can hit him. I mean, it's really going to be dynamic. Welcome to New England. Really going to bring that next level to that offense. We got Green Bay. I'm up in the air whether Rodgers is there, whether he's not. We all saw the reports. He wouldn't give up his jersey at the end of that game. Wonder why. I don't know. But they're going to go Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba. If you've seen my other mock drafts, he's got it all. He excels speed, hands. I mean, him and Stroud were disgusting in college. Finally gives Rodgers his number one official receiver. Christian Watson did do good, yes, down the stretch of the season, but this guy will bring them to the next level. Now we got Washington. Washington's desperate for a corner. We're going to give them Kelee Ringo off the board. His ball skills are amazing. He really can play in any system. Washington's a great system for him. Guy's an all-around corner. Welcome to Washington, man. He's going to dominate there. Fits them perfectly. Fits their attitude. Let's see if their D-line can come back to what they were. Kelee Ringo's their pick. Now we got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is desperate for an offensive tackle. All right? I would take a different tackle, but he's going to go later on because he's more of a pass-blocking tackle. And Anton Jones here is a massive human being. They run the ball more. He better fits their system. He's going to move people to the next level. He's got a Pittsburgh attitude, too. So, now we're on to Detroit. I'm going to shock some people by this pick. I love it. I just thought about it earlier today. Detroit is going to go Bijan Robinson with the 18th pick. You're going to ask why. You're going to freak out. Guess what? Jamal Williams is a free agent at the end of this year. DeAndre Swift is a free agent at the end of next year. Bijan Robinson is going to bring that next level to Detroit. Now we got Philly. Philly's going to take Joey Porter. He went to Penn State. Might as well keep him in Philadelphia. All-around corner. One of my favorites in this draft. If he could be anything like his father, you'd hit a home run. Alright, now we're back in Seattle here. Seattle's going to draft one of my favorite defensive players. in Trenton Simpson. Trenton Simpson's speed, sideline to sideline, coach on the field. I'm getting repetitive talking about this guy. I love him. He's going to play in the box. He's going to be great. He's going to probably be your signal caller in 2 years, 3 years. We'll see. Now we got Jacksonville. I think they need a safety. They need help in the back end. Brian Branch, all-around defensive player, great ball skills, great speed. I mean, Alabama safeties normally fare well in the NFL. Jacksonville, they don't need that much help on offense. I think they have some good cap room too. They could sign a receiver. So, Jacksonville, Brian Branch, he's versatile. So, now moving on to the Giants. Giants need offensive line help terribly. Cyrus Torrance, their guard is horrendous. I'm from that area. Went to a couple games. It's hard to watch. Their tackles are really good. Solidify your line for the future. Give Jones some time. Really allow him to develop now. Now we're on to Baltimore. Christian Gonzalez, also one of my favorite players in the draft. I mention it every video. In my eyes, he's going to be a rock star this next level. Baltimore always drafts amazing corners, always does well with corners. He's their guy. It's going to be awesome. Chargers, I'm going to do something different here. Anton Harrison, one of the best pass blockers in this draft. Trey Pipkins is always hurt. They got Jamari Sawyer, I know. They have Rashawn Slater on the outside, who may return from injury for the playoffs. We don't know yet. He just got designated for his 21-day. Matt Filer is not doing well. Herbert got hurt this year, and I think it scared the shit out of this franchise. That is the move they need to make, and they better hurry up and do it. Dallas loves running man coverage. Cam Smith is, in my eyes, the best man corner in this draft. He can get burned trying to jump some underneath routes. Sounds like Trevon Diggs, huh? Well, they're going to get another one. Cam Smith going to be better in man coverage than Diggs. That's a great pick for you guys. Moving on to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, they are going to complete their offense by drafting Michael Mayer. The weapons Burrow's going to take. If they do this, mark my words, Burrow will be the leading QB in passing yards. They have an all-around offense. They just need a little help on their offensive line, a little more help, and that's a dominant pick. He's great in the second level, great at finding the holes. I mean, he's going to do well there and well for a while. He is a day one starting tight end. Moving on to Minnesota. Guess what? If this allows me, I am going to trade Minnesota's pick to, yeah, you're reading it, the New York Jets, for their second, their third, and we're going to do Mekhi Becton. I believe there is a limit on the amount of trades you are going to do here, so please forgive me. I apologize. But we are going to act as if this is the New York Jets pick. The Vikings are going to get their second, third, and Mekhi Becton. Okay? So, with the Jets pick here, the Jets are going to go and draft. I know you're going to call me crazy, Hendon Hooker. I know he tore his ACL, all this. They're looking for a veteran QB. I understand this guy's a rookie. They're going to bring him in. They're probably going to bring a vet in who's going to stay 1 or 2 years. You're going to bring Hooker in. He's hurt, but Hooker has got the ability. If he did not get hurt, he is a mid to late first-round QB. I think it's a smart move by the Jets. They're a young team. They can make this work. Hooker has got all the abilities. Deep ball. He can move around. We hope after the knee as well. But, man, he looked electric in Tennessee. So, moving on. We're going to go Denver here. We are going to draft Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith excels in the run and the pass. The only thing he needs to work on a little bit is his technique and his hands. He needs to develop his hands more, which that will easily come in the next level. He gets into the right system. Denver always has great pass rushers. His hands will improve immediately. Moving on to Buffalo here, they're going to draft Clark Phillips. Okay, he's a zone corner, very good ball skills. The only downside to him is he's slow off of blocks. If he gets hit by a receiver that knows how to block in the outside, it could be tough. He's going to have to develop that. Okay? I know I keep doing this. I'm actually going to give Kansas City Chiefs Jalen Hyatt here. I'm going to do something different. I know they have Kadarius Toney. I know they have Juju. Guess what? Jalen Hyatt is a burner. He's not as fast as Tyreek, but he brings that back to that offense. They're going to have two burners in Kadarius Toney, Jalen Hyatt. That offense is going to be scary. That offense is going to be very, very scary. Okay? I'm going to end this draft by giving the Eagles Jahmyr Gibbs. Don't know how much longer Miles Sanders is going to be there. Their offense is all around good. Their offensive line is the best in the NFL. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go there. He's a great receiving back, great all-around back. He's going to be their guy. Jalen Hurts and him, come on. It's going to be a very dynamic offense. I'll give you an extra pick for a bonus here. We're going to give the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ika, big body. Love them. Great pick here. That is going to wrap up the draft. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, and please comment. I'm looking for any advice, looking for what you guys want to see. I'm going to try to improve the look of this. I'm going to try to get another better camera. Everything's a work in progress. As I always said, let's have some fun with it. Thank you as always for watching.